Let me introduce class. This is our head of Department of Accounting in School of Business. So Professor Neil is the head of department, and he has some messages for our new students in this semester. Over to you, Prof.
Thank you, and very quick message, and welcome to accounting. And I want to give some inspiration for you this afternoon. I want to talk about two things. Number one is why accounting, you're studying accounting, and how you can make it your career success. And associated with that is motivation and mental health. But the first big question that a lot of students ask me when we are at open days or when we bump into each other around the campus, they're always asking about, well, okay, if we do accounting, where does that lead? Are we on the road or the pathway to a rewarding career in 3-5 years' time after you graduate with a major in accounting? Well, let me tell you, the answer is very simply yes. And part of it is because accounting is evolving as we speak as well. What I mean is increasingly the big four accounting firms are doing more and more consulting and accounting in the area of ESG, that is in the environment, the social, as well as governance. And this noise of the drum of companies requiring to get their ESG act together is only going to get louder and louder and louder. So especially for listed companies now across the stock exchanges in Asia, there are ESG requirements of companies. So therefore, your career as an accountant is only getting stronger because these companies are going to their accountants to, what do? We have to report on initiatives that we're putting in place for environment, for the social, for the governance. How do we measure these initiatives? Well, you go to an accountant to measure these initiatives. So I just want to say the good news is that the accounting career is bright because the accountant's role is changing. And so you've made a great choice in doing a major in accounting. And you may also think, well, hang on, Neil, it's not just ESG. What about AI? What about big data? What about cloud computing, fintech, IoT? There's all these other technologies that are reshaping the business environment as we speak. Well, yeah, that's there and that's all creating change, but ESG will not go away. So what we are doing in the accounting program here is encouraging the student accounting majors to do a major or minor in business analytics. You might like finance, may like marketing, you may like management. Fine. That if you already have an objective and a focus in those disciplines, please go ahead and do that. But if you are still figuring out, oh, what should I do with my accounting major? Our biggest encouragement is for you to work on a business analytics major or a business analytics minor. And this is something that we want to emphasize, because when we talk to employers, they want graduates to have some accounting technical knowledge, but also some business analytics knowledge, because analytics is tending to drive and inform decisions right across the business operations, whether it's manufacturing, marketing, and so forth. So this is to equip you. So that's the first thing on your career side. So we're very encouraging of all of you. Your future is bright and with an accounting major, but just think about business analytics as your second major minor to equip you, to give you more choice when you graduate. I just want to close and talk about something that many of you will probably yawn and probably think, well, Neil, already know that. Why you tell me? Because it's the nature of our being that we need to be reminded every day, and that is motivation. When I say motivation, I mean your mental health, because most of you, if not all of you, know to take care of your physical health. Some of you are doing athletics. Some of you are doing basketball, volleyball. You're doing some sport. You're keeping physically active. Am I right? Can I have a thumbs up? Can you put a thumbs up for those of you who are physically active? Quick. Come on. Only 2 of you. Come on. There must be more of you physically active than just 2 of you. Come on. 4. Come on, class. I can't believe it. Like, I'm running around Sunway about every second day, and that's a 4-kilometer run. What are you doing? All right. Or when I not running, I'm actually climbing 74 floors in my apartment every morning. So, that's what I mean by physically active. So many of you know how to do that, and you're doing that great. But many of you are very capable, but we fail to look after our mind. And when your mind is messed up, you cannot focus. You may not be able to think clearly. You may not be able to concentrate when Dr. Mei Yi is explaining something to you. This is nothing. It doesn't mean that something's wrong with you. It's just that we are not putting emphasis on that as much as our physical. So when I say you need to pay attention to your motivation daily, I mean, you really need to pay attention to your mental health. All right. And thinking about optimistic things of the world rather than negative things, counting your blessings. There's simple things. One thing I do is for the first 30 minutes of each day is to listen to some role model. Now, the role model may be a motivation speaker, but also the role model may be a lecturer. The role model may be Elon Musk. The role model may be someone that you look up to. And I think that's the best thing that you can do for your mental health at the start of every day. So I just want to spur you on and help keep you going, because yes, you need to have a vision. That vision, what does the accounting major and the accounting career look like? But also you need to have a balanced approach to getting ready to execute that vision. That is your physical and mental, among other things. So don't just think of the physical, look after your mental health, and that will help your motivation in getting to where you want to get to. Thank you very much, and very happy to take questions, or you want to knock on my door or see me in the campus, happy to have a conversation. Thank you, Mei.
Any questions you have? Okay. Any questions you have for Professor Neil? You can actually type it at the chat box, or maybe you just on your microphone and ask him. It's a very good chance for you to actually see our head of department. No questions? Okay. So this group of students are actually active, yeah, Prof, even though they are quiet today. But it's a little bit lagging, yeah.
First question, Mei. I'm afraid of being replaced by AI. You don't need to be afraid. The people in 1970 were afraid of being replaced by something. The people, graduates in 1980 were afraid of being replaced by the computer. Graduates in 1990 were afraid of being replaced by something. There's always something out there that you could say, oh, that's going to replace me. But you can take the other side. That is, if you are physically and mentally balanced, then you're ready for anything the world can throw at you. And that's that mental state that you have. And there's no reason to be afraid. When you go into a job interview, they can very quickly see if you are mentally ready for the job. Mentally meaning, I don't mean dumb mentally ready. I mean, you have the technical knowledge, but also you have a very positive and a very forward-looking outlook to change, to adjust, to improve your knowledge in case something is thrown at you, because what the Big Four are looking for now is not just the technical knowledge you learn as an undergraduate, but also your resilience to continue to learn after you have joined their employ. And that's what they're looking for. And if you take that mindset and that approach to life, very few things will be able to replace you.
All right. I think Prof, we are short of time. So maybe we can actually get you to speak to the students during our maybe the virtual town hall or something.
Absolutely. Fine. Do we have a thumbs up if you heard the message?
Yeah.
Or hands
Thank
up?
you very much. Yeah. Thumbs up. Okay, students. We thank Professor Neil of his time. 10 minutes. Yeah, it's a